My beautiful stars, reading time. Alrighty, we are going to go for tarot first. I was wanting to do a how you think they feel versus how they really feel, but there's a reason I'm going for this first. So main collective, you might be going through quite a bit. I find whenever I go to tarot first, there's some heavy emotion. So let's just see the main collective, what you guys are going through currently. Okay. Eight of Swords. So there's a lot of mental anguish right now. Maybe there's certain things, unfortunately, that you may think that you're seeing right, but you're stuck in this mental prison, and maybe there's some things here you're not completely seeing correctly right now. You've got Hierophant energy, and it could come to certain, values, beliefs, certain things that, it's making you question your faith towards certain things. There could be a marriage tied to this situation. He definitely moves with integrity. He's very right and wrong and very spiritually connected. He is my ritualist. But I more feel, yes, you could have a connected divine masculine energy, but I think this Hierophant is adding to your mental anguish. Certainly when it's coming to right and wrong. That's a specific thing I'm hearing. Ace of Wands in reverse. So a lot of this emotion has been bubbling up under the surface for a long time, and maybe you've just been repressing it without even knowing. It's like things that have been simmering here. It's that kettle energy I always talk about. When we're repressing or trying to subside and not facing emotion correctly, we become this kettle. We're on this constant simmer, and then the littlest thing can just set us off the deep end on complete steam. And especially this time of year, I always say it can really drag up some overwhelming emotion. But things that have really lacked direction in your life, they seem to be a full focus for the right collective right now. Oh, sad. So this really ties in. This Empress in reverse, it creates a lot of insecurities in us. So you could be really questioning your worth right now. You could be really hard on yourself, even when it comes to physical appearance. You could be struggling with a bit of face dysmorphia, body dysmorphia. But to have this with the Eight of Swords, especially things that have been simmering for a long time, 10 of Swords at the bottom, there's certain insecurities that unfortunately I think are making you see things incorrectly. She really struggles to tap into her intuition and her deep set gut feelings, instincts. And again, reason for everything. I wanted to do what you think. I'm going to do in general what's going on, not just how they feel, versus what's really going on, right? There's something with this collective. I think you think you're seeing everything so clearly, but unfortunately you're trusting your overthinking mind and not your internal intuition, gut instinct. You think you're trusting your gut instinct though. She's also a card of being quite dependent, like dependent on external attachments, dependent on an outcome, maybe things that aren't so tangible for you right now. Again, main focus. She's the embodiment of stillness, and this collective, it's anything but stillness that you're sitting in. And again, this is what you are going through you. So if this is not your energy, it's not your reading. And creatively blocked makes sense with this Ace of Wands in reverse. So you may think you're seeing things clearly when it comes to this situation, but I always say it's funny how the universe works. If in other areas of your life, your creative outlet or your financial outlet, or it seems to be fuzzy up here, static up here, numbness up here, the universe is trying to show you it's not just this you are energetically, creatively fuzzy with. Even this may need a little bit of a tweak right now. All right, let's get one more for your top row. And it could all tie into a sudden ending. Ten of Swords is tough. That's rock bottom. That's you can't get any worse. But there's such a beauty in it, because when something can't get any worse, the only way is up, right? But it really comes from dead end. Sometimes it comes from extreme betrayal. Traditional tarot, he's lying there with 10 swords in his back. It's not an easy energy to get through. And it can rip through destruction in all areas of our life, not just the heart space. So I do feel this collective, whatever this, I don't want to say doom and gloom, but whatever this Eight of Swords is, it would be hard. It would be hard to trust what you're feeling if you've gone through a 10 of Swords. Okay, beautiful. So just the theme of this, I don't know if you're... Actually, hold on. It could all tie into, especially with things not being tangible, things you cannot see. This overwhelm could all be coming from a lack of Eight of Wands, right? The rapid movement, the swift alignment, even maybe travel as well, but the progression in your life. This is a card of great news, right? This is a card of alignment. And I think this collective, because this is not something you have right now, maybe something you're hoping for, but you cannot see, you've got all of that over the top of it, right? So even having Hierophant on the spread here, you're spiritually connected. You would be a spiritual master. So it's really hard. I always say having gifts like that, it's a double-ended sword, because your gifts are for the world around you. But sometimes you guys will see certain things that are meant to come into alignment for you through that 4D mind, through that clairvoyance, but you don't see your timeline, right? I always say, even if specific months or certain things have come in intuitively, they could be correct, but you don't know the year. I always say we have our fated line, but free will can alter that timeline, right? We'll eventually get back to it, but certain decisions can deviate us off that path. So it's not, and there's a reason I just said this. So this collective, you could have maybe seen certain months things would do this, or days, or this. Doesn't mean you're wrong. You just don't know your timeline, right? Okay. Let's confirm though. Perfect, but don't overwhelm yourself. So I think part of this is right. You do need to reassess things, but the biggest thing you need to reassess is this eight of Swords, right? But you know you need to make adjustments. While you're creatively blocked, I wouldn't be trying to set new goals or define your purpose. You might be going through an ascension. If you're questioning everything you've been doing and the path you've been on, and there's something you're not seeing right with this adjustment, you're seeing it more surface level. Now is not the time to be switching and changing when you know internally, and the right collective does, there's a fuzz over your mind, right? I think what you need to start reassessing is this energy. The Light Seers deck depicts, the picture on the Light Seers deck with the Eight of Swords, it's magical, and it depicts through that one picture the energy so perfectly. She's sitting there, right? And she's staring into a pond. Now, in the pond, in her reflection, she's bound, she's blindfolded, she's completely tied up, right? Even in traditional tarot, that blind is flowing in the wind. She's not bound by shackles, she's bound by rope. Those 8 swords have a gap between every single one. She's not imprisoned in a cage. She can walk free, right? But she feels everything she's feeling is literally her trapped, and she's seeing things right? But anyway, in the Light Seers deck, she's peering down into the water. She doesn't have anything on her. No shackle, no blindfold, no nothing. And she's staring into that reflection of complete, can't see nothing, right? Completely hands tied. So this Eight of Swords, whatever that focus is, your hands are not tied. You can walk free at any point, right? And I'm not saying this to upset you. There's something you're choosing to fixate on, right? And I know that might be overwhelming when you're in this. It's the same with Nine of Swords. When you're in that energy, the last thing you want is someone, being me, telling you you're choosing to fixate. Like, I get it. But there's something here. And we talk about this all the time. I spoke about it in yesterday's reading. When you know you're fixating, tunnel visioning on things that make you emotionally restless, things that make you doubt, things that make you lack trust, be on top of it. Do not doom scroll. Do something creative. Go to the gym. Go for a walk. Go to the beach. Get out in Mother Nature. Paint, whatever it is. Sorry, I just had someone try and call me on Snapchat. P.S. Anyone that's on there, that is like my business thing. Do not call me on there. One, that's really creepy and weird. Like, I end up blocking you guys. It's just odd. Anyway, what was I saying? So to get rid of this, you need to be on top of your thought pattern, right? And you need to, I know in those moments you don't want to, but that's the strength, right? That's willpower, that's mental discipline. I'm choosing me. I'm choosing something that's going to make me feel happy and balanced. 66 days to create a habit. It's not going to work straight away. It takes consistency and effort, but after time, your brain, natural flip. When you start to do this, your body will go do something, right? To make you feel good, not doubt, and not be emotionally restless. But again, you could be in anguish thinking, I need to set these goals. I need to do this. I need to define my purpose. I need to make adjustments. I need to reassess everything. No, you're blocked right now. Breathe. I bet you this collective, you're going through an ascension. I always say, a broken record. When you're ascending, you don't feel like it. Anything but. Hierophant. Okay, so I knew... I have a feeling you more see this as connected energy. The lack of effort, how this weighs you down, the stagnant, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. This is not worth my effort. This is this. There's something that's happened for this collective that's now everything that's been bubbling to ignite. And I definitely... all deviations I said about you as well and who you are and da-da-da. Sorry, I just had someone try and call me on Snapchat. P.S. Anyone that's on there, that is like my business thing. Do not call me on there. One, that's really creepy and weird. Like, I end up blocking you guys. It's just odd. Anyway. What was I saying? So to get rid of this, you need to be on top of your thought pattern, right? And you need to, I know in those moments you don't want to, but that's the strength, right? That's willpower, that's mental discipline. I'm choosing me. I'm choosing something that's going to make me feel happy and balanced. 66 days to create a habit. It's not going to work straight away. It takes consistency and effort, but after time, your brain, natural flip. When you start to do this, your body will go do something, right? To make you feel good, not doubt, and not be emotionally restless. But again, you could be in anguish thinking, I need to set these goals. I need to do this. I need to define my purpose. I need to make adjustments. I need to reassess everything. No, you're blocked right now. Breathe. I bet you this collective, you're going through an ascension. I always say, a broken record. When you're ascending, you don't feel like it. Anything but. Hierophant. Okay, so I knew... I have a feeling you more see this as connected energy. The lack of effort, how this weighs you down, the stagnant, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. This is not worth my effort. This is this. There's something that's happened for this collective that's now everything that's been bubbling to ignite. And I definitely... all deviations I said about you as well and who you are and da-da-da. But the reflection of the rights, the wrongs, the lack of values, the faith in, like, the energy of that towards that, it makes sense. Okay. And as well, you could be being really hard on yourself, especially if one of your focuses are, I need to change this, I need to do that, why isn't this happening, why isn't that happening? You could be questioning everything right now. Okay, so you feel like you've had an epiphany. You feel like all of this is an epiphany. You haven't been seeing things clearly for a long time. These things bubbling under the surface and all of this stuff. Why you're blocked so much emotionally. You think you're seeing this in clarity. Leading card. That ain't clarity, right? It's just repressed emotion. But as well, side note, you could have bubbling emotion right now of wanting clarity, communication, wanting this person to stand in decisive energy, not stagnant, indecisive energy, come through with truth, right? This maybe is something you've been repressing for a long time. All right, Empress in reverse. Whoa. So whatever you've been doing, path, person, whatever it is, you are now thinking, and again, remember, we're a little bit blocked, insecurities are being illuminated, we're frustrated in certain dynamics right now, we're lacking a little bit of confidence, but your outlook is, I've been holding the line, I'm battered and bruised, I'm the only one that's enduring, I've lacked boundaries here, this whole it needs boundaries. You're making emotion right now from frustration and ignition. Now, the normal 85% going over this would be like, well, yeah, that's right. I do, if I'm the only one that's been holding the line and this and that. But over here, we talk about breaking free from this. Divine outlook, understanding that everything that happens in our life is for a reason. If the same emotion keeps coming up, there's something you're not seeing right? Am I saying whatever situation you're tied to, you don't feel like you've been like this? But what is your reset point? Because you're connecting energy. And reset point is, what do you always come back to when you're not emotionally triggered? Because your reset point, and this is, you're still subconsciously soul seeing whoever this person is, lack of effort, bogged down, as a hierophant. That's top of the pack. You can't get higher than that, right? So right now, your anger, your frustration, it's because it's been repressed emotion. You've probably lacked boundaries for a long time, yes. You've probably been one of my collectives, hey, how are you? Just always being a doormat. Yes, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that is wrong, but you chose to approach the situation that way. You've chosen to get to a point because of repression of emotion, right? Because of the sake of, you've always wanted this Eight of Wands, right? This rapid alignment to come in to do this. But now that you're annoyed, you're trying to make these big decisions, but it's such a negative mind frame, right? It's just sending you into this for the right collective. It's not benefiting you. It's making you so overwhelmed. And I will say, and I didn't even want to read it, I am going to read it, I love yous, but this card says drama queen. So, if your deep soul sees this person as this, and you're still here because we're doing we're going to do what you think is going on versus what's really going on. But my first line was, I wanted to do how you think they feel versus how they really feel. Then all this excessive frustration, all this excessive negativity, questioning who their character, it's just a trigger point, because in a few days or a few hours, you're going to go back to reset point. Hierophant, I want Eight of Wands and Ace of Swords here. Right, collective, this will make sense. See the trigger. See the emotional lesson. Hopefully the right collective, you'll completely understand what I'm saying. So again, you feeling this way, you're an Empress in reverse. There's something that's testing your patience. You haven't got the outcome you envisioned just yet. Okay, one more. Okay, in a few weeks, you don't see this. You don't see this. Cosmic trigger, they're saying let go of control. Let go of control. Let go of wanting to know the outcome. We are going to get you in the mode to celebrate life and have fun. But first, let go of control of when it arrives. Because look what it does to you. And biggest thing, if you hadn't repressed this for so long and truly faced how you were feeling, you wouldn't get to this point. I can see it already. This is a lesson you need to learn in life. Don't self-sacrifice your needs and wants for others. Don't repress and hold your tongue to a state of explosion. Learn this and bounce sooner rather than later. I always say spiritual discovery, activation, it's to stop blaming others but reflect on ourselves. Stop blaming their values, beliefs, their rights and wrongs, their this and that. They put no effort in. It's nothing to do with them. It's what you've self-sacrificed, and it's what you've self-sacrificed and your lack of boundaries that have now got you to this trigger point. Remember, true healing starts from us, pointing the finger back at ourselves. And until we realize that, the same lesson keeps coming up. Every time you're triggered, you get into this point of questioning everything and feeling like you're crazy and feeling like you need to reassess everything and thinking that you haven't seen things clearly. It traps you. Make sense? All because of lack of clarity, truth, and alignment. Let go of control. Focus on you. Learn the lesson this time. So next time you're not sitting in this same trigger point, right? Okay, before we really break everything down, I just want to see what the universe is activating around you. Then I want to see what's really going on with tarot, and then we'll break down this person, this connection. Oh. Wanting you to go with the wind. They're wanting you to set sails. You're going places. Trust in that. Okay, top row. 3rd of October could be important, or the 10th of March. You, divine feminine energy. And you could have a feminine energy around you as well. Right now, I've got to get in. Mother Gaia, they're trying to activate your stillness within, right? Mother Nature, they're just trying to get you to see a lesson here. Sun, my yes card, right? So, tapping deeper into your inner identity, not blaming you, right? They want you to feel grounded, right? Your purpose is clearly, you're on the money. You don't need to reassess that. So, first part, experiencing duality. Everything has a balance. And this is why you guys like boundaries for so long at the start. You think, oh, I'm healing. I've just got to be so loving. No, it's balance. That is not emotion. Anyone that practices this fake love and light, it's ridiculous. You cannot have light without darkness. You can't. Everything has a balance in life. This journey isn't just about duality with your person. It's about you. I guarantee you this collective, you see 2222 all the time, because the universe, that sign isn't about love. It's about coming into your duality. And this collective, if you really understood duality, those boundaries and everything, they would have been put into place long ago, right? Your whole life you would have struggled, been that yes person at work, yes, I'll do that, yes, I'll do that, be a robot to everybody around you. Love, always self-sacrificing your needs and wants for relationships. You exit a relationship, you don't even know who you are as a person. It's like you just adapted to that person for love. Always been thrown off your path by others. Whatever the case, people that lack boundaries, it's in all areas, right? So this person, everyone comes to our life for a reason, to make you understand this about yourself. It's not their fault. Bad behavior, but you can't blame them if you constantly excuse it, right? Balancing your inner and outer worlds, fertility, rebirth. This collective you've got, I can feel it. Practicality, balance is taking place. Okay, in the middle of a season of something, So again, this is probably why they're ascending you in the mind. So there's so many cards here about purpose and being purpose driven, which this collective, you clearly are. You don't need to question that. But security, confidence. You're lacking confidence right now. They want you to work on your confidence, getting things going. Stubborn. I feel that with you. You have a stubborn outlook right now. You're probably someone that thinks you're not stubborn because you're so self-sacrificing. You self-sacrifice that much, you repress. Once you finally get triggered into an armored state, you'd be a stubborn mess because you keep aligning with people that take advantage of your kindness, right? That constantly you just give. So finally, when you're triggered and you just want to be heard, you would have your feet in the cement, right? Because you sacrifice yourself so much. It's not just learning your triggers when it comes, it's the things that create the triggers in your life, right? Right, collective, this will make sense. The shadow self is the triggered self, not the happy self that walks through life every day, right? It's the shadow self. Wanting you to be bold. I think this is more that entering things you can count on and that are reliable like you, and that I always say self-sacrificing should never be changed. That's one of the most purest, beautiful qualities. But you need to make sure the people you let in are the same as you. They give as much as you. It's that equal reciprocity in a connection. At work, feeling valued. That is not part of your shadow that needs to change. It's the boundaries. People like no boundaries. People that just take from you. Get them away from you. Even if it pains you. It's better to be extreme with boundaries till you learn this than lack them, right? So you don't get to the point that you're in now. Look at how many things here about your career. This collective, I think you're about to take off here, but you don't even realize it because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Boss, CEO, life coach. You could be a mama bear, and protective person, protective, reliable, dependable. You deserve that back too, right? There is something about this collective's business. Don't worry about it. 15th of October. Wow. Something's coming in a few weeks. Stop focusing on it. You've got going places with this. You've got the fireworks here. Passion, chemistry, lust, happiness, excitement, celebration, exhilaration, explosive. Kissing. There's something coming. That's your first row. Stop focusing on it. That's not Mother Gaia. That's not sovereignty. Too much need of external gain to feel like you're going to be happy. No. Okay, there could actually be a connected feminine energy. I'm hearing both for this. For this, he says things that work against you, but your persistence will pay off. New things on the horizon through your determination, making dreams a reality. Let's be real. This collective, you kind of feel life's working against you right now. But 29th of August could be an important date here. I feel it's again, something family. Someone needs boundaries in your life. They're trying to show you this, right? Because this is one of your biggest focuses right now in your energy. But I think it's more you're gravitating it towards maybe love. I got one more for that. Okay, there's something that you need to let be. There is someone in your life, don't make it fit. This person needs to be let go of right now. I say this with love. Whatever's on your end of your red thread, it ain't going to pass you by. It's the same if you put up boundaries with, childhood friends or family. If they're meant to be in your life, they're going to return. And if you've put up boundaries, they're going to return much better, right? But there's something they're saying you need to detach, you need to go within, choose silence, self-reflect on this. It'll help you with the completion. Celebration holidays, we're in the midst of it now. Maybe you're dreading going to a certain place because there's someone there, family member or, a partner to a sibling that you just don't get along with. if they're affecting you, speak up for yourself, right? In a very tactful way. Just simply say, I don't like the way you speak to me. Makes me feel uncomfortable, and I'm not going to silence myself. It doesn't feel right. Just whatever the case, right? You don't need to apologize for it. If they don't make you feel good, say something. Smack bang middle. Mother Gaia with the Tree of Life. Stop being so hard on yourself. Fifth of this. You've literally. Oh no, I was about to say you got 456. It's 457. Angel number 457. You could be watching this at 457. Grounded. Another card. Fertility. Right. Maybe you are coming into a fertile season, but I was thinking more rebirth season. Lineage, health, personal growth. And we can't grow without the fire. But your past life self is evolving, and your connection to source. Go spend some time in nature. Nature is our most... Oh my God. Your judgment. So all these islands and these blocks, everything that you feel, you're going through another awakening. You're going through a judgment period to create a clear and purge. Total transformation. Heed the call. It's just a renewal, another awakening, rebirth, clean slate, fundamental changes through clearing and purging, right? Working on your confidence, working on that security, working on that bold and braveness when it comes to putting up boundaries, working on your stubbornness, right? Seeing it as what you need to learn, not watch from the beginning, right? You're protected through all of it. Your Archangel Michael watching over you. I always say he's the most painful angel, because how he protects us is by removing things that we actually think we want, right? He clears our path for greatness. You pray to him, your whole life's going to change, because he's protecting you to connect you to that abundant timeline. 21st of the 11th. Oh my God, and you know, you've got that, maybe there's someone, oh, that could be them. You've got the masculine and feminine card on your spread. Whoa. Head of the pack. You could have someone very successful tied to you when it comes to career-wise. Or because duality, it's not just feminine, masculine strength needed, especially when it comes to the willpower, mental discipline, action leads to success, locking in, that comes from that strength of that masculine within, right? So maybe when it does come to business, and I said it before, you've got something taking off. I don't think you need to readjust anything when it comes to your business, this collective, right? You're just going through literally a judgment period right now. You're born to be head of the pack. You would have a very good strength with your masculinity. If you're born to be head of the pack, geez Louise, you'd have ambition out the wazoo, right? You'd be very well directed. So don't... Expect the unexpected, and that was your last row when you let go of control, right? Literally, expect the unexpected. Stop expecting. Let it unfold. Focus on you. This is what's actually around you. Powerful. Big surprise on its way. Be gentle on yourself. Have more confidence. Work on your solar. Work on your solar right now. And your sacral. These insecurities, this, your doubt. Look at you. You're powerful. And you do have a beautiful sense of duality. Right? Stop losing your voice. Very good. Very good. And stop trying to gather more information. It puts you in an absolute tailspin. All right, I just quickly want to get Tarot to confirm what this expect the unexpected is, and then we'll break down connected energy. All right. I want to get these beautiful ones. What's on its way for this beautiful color? You're in Empress in reverse right now. You're about to be pushed right back up to your Empress stillness. This is what the universe is saying is coming for you. For them to see you like this, you know who our Empress is, right? You embody the power of all four of those queens. You move through life effortlessly. But one of her strengths, she's got that Queen of Swords that resides in her, and even our Queen of Pentacles. They both know their boundaries, right? So you have everything within you. You have that connection to your higher self, that confidence that you're lacking right now. The compassion, the understand. Your Queen of Cups needs to be balanced a little bit more with your Queen of Swords, right? The duality. Find the balance within it. But you shouldn't be lacking confidence. Not with that Queen of Wands that resides in her. Okay, we do have a new direction coming for you, right? Page of Wands, there's something that's about to open up. This is also a card of messages and news coming, but I do think there's something that's going to come that just opens your outlook a little bit more to certain things that you've been really focusing on. Now, this can also be a card of non-commitment, but the reason why, it's because very free-spirited, right? True free thinker. And I'm hearing a few things. You could have someone that has really been showing you non-commitment, that stalemate, and I'm seeing that stalemate card for a long time, that approaches you, right? I'm going to have to see what confirms this. But there's something that you're attracting in pathwise that is going to really start the creativeness in our Page of Wands. Activate that creative spark again that you blocked in. Watch from the beginning. It's going to really open up your curiosity to a different direction in your life, but in a beautiful way. There's that Ten of Swords that wanted to come out in the first part. This, for some reason, I feel that ties into one. We spoke about that Ten of Swords. So I think there's, hold on, let's get one more for this. Queen of Cups. Stop being so compassionate and emotional towards it. Sorry, I have to say it. Again, watch from the beginning. Balance that with your Queen of Swords. But connected energy, she is the most emotional out of all the Queen and Kings, right? So there's something here that's arriving for you that's going to have a lot of empathy, deep emotion. There could be someone very obsessive right now that is tied to this situation. There's a very big emotional purge about to happen here. That's why they're preparing you with boundaries, right? Even though we've got the emotion coming forward, I feel you need the Queen of Swords with this. But we will see. Especially if this person has been non-committal for a long time, and that was part of the betrayal here. Watch from the beginning. Remember, betrayal, she's a card of loyalty. Whatever this was, there wasn't loyalty offered to you, right? Moon, the illusions, but more ancestral discovery. This, yes, it's a card of deception and hidden truths and things that aren't illuminated, but it's about tapping in. And this collective, right now you're feeling so blocked. I do feel there's things more. We will confirm all these. Okay, perfect. Five of Wands in reverse. So everything, Five of Wands in reverse is about restoring harmony. It's about having solutions to unresolved issues and problems, right? It's instead of arguing and having all these little know-it-alls fighting each other because they're all standing in their truth, no one's wanting to listen to anyone. It reminds me a lot of active listening, and that's how solutions are found, right? But anything that created chaos, confrontation, arguments, there's solutions coming, right? It's a solution card. That's why the universe is saying there's no point. This collective, it's such a focus. It doesn't matter how much you focus. What's meant to be will always be. You don't need to focus on it. Just trust it'll align at the right time, right? It's that unfinished business full circle moment. I always say it's destined to happen. You just don't know when. So there's no point fixating on it because your stress and tears and you praying, and it's not going to move it forward any quicker. Especially if there's this in the background. Knowing you deserve better. Again, the self-sacrificing. Watch from the beginning. Oh my God, you got it. The only twin flame union. You can't. This is the only twin flame reunion card. But there's something about your stillness that needs to take place. It makes sense why I went into that detail in the first part. What you're going through is the belief system that the divines are meant to break. Watch from the beginning. You got the twin flame reunion. Twin flame reunion, the one. Divine union, let go of control, submission of control, completion, life purpose. This journey ain't easy. Average separation, 3.5 years. Don't focus on the time or the external union. You make your journey valid. You need stillness over this, right? You need to trust. Okay, and have confidence in your journey. This is what they're trying to release you. Expect the unexpected. Okay, that's what I'm going to read that Three of Cups like this. So this person, remember I said, I'm feeling the non-committal energy here. There could have been third-party interference, right? It's not that you weren't solely connected. There was baggage in the background that you could not see. I always say it's the rooms we're not in that matter, right? There was things being healed. You were being protected. But that's very good. Very good. Hold on. So remember we had the love deviation, but then the you deviation about a path that's opening up for you that's going to really activate that creative spark, and it's going to just a curiosity about something to do with Eight of Pentacles. There could be something adventure because you're already kind of wanting to, but now's not the time, this collective. I really feel there's something here that you're meant to kind of take a hold of that's on its way, but it's going to make you focus. It's going to accelerate more, not that you need any more dedication, you're very dedicated, but this is going to help with accomplishments. I always say Eight of Pentacles can sometimes be so repetitive we even forget, or we start to lose belief we're on the right path, but he's making us a master of our craft, right? It's an energy of turning into mastery. And then the achievement, the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles fall into place. And it could be something to do with your soul contract, or even to meet part of your soul tribe, right? There might be someone here that you're meant to align to in this life. Not even love, but like a soul sister, a soul brother. I feel this Three of Cups here. It could be a path that gets you out of the house more, or a lot of gatherings tied to it, social events. It's something, I'm feeling both of the deviations in that row. All right, this Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups. There's that Eight of Wands you're praying for. Watch from the beginning. It's smack bang in the middle. But it's not about being a doormat here. One more. Communication messages, maybe through social media. Wow, victory, success, triumph. But don't lose your voice. You know what? That's my card of fame. That last row, whatever betrayal you went through, it put you on a path of fame. Especially through your socials. Whatever this person did to you, you've got Empress as your first card. This forever changed you. This has literally put you on a path of success, recognition, and rewards. Thank them. Thank them. Don't tell them that, but thank them internally. Hopefully let go of the resentment you're sitting in. Without this Ten of Swords that made you hit rock bottom, boy oh boy, you would not be on the path of this, right? But as for this situation coming through with emotion, unexpectedly, this whole thing, expect the unexpected. Eight of Wands, Six of Wands. You don't just have someone shooting love arrows at you. Your whole life's about to change. Eight of Wands is all different directions coming in, right? This row, the rock bottom you have faced, you're about to go through a huge transformation. Huge transformation. Life-changing transformation. There's that. So there is truth coming. So underneath the moon, you got King of Swords. Here's truth. Logical. Maybe this is what added to the cold-hearted, a little bit brutal energy here. This card can also be quite calculating. Whatever was hidden. Seeing strategize. There's something here that it could be tied to an actual King of Swords or a water sign, a Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's truth coming to this situation. Knight of Swords. It could have been done impulsively. Wow. Whatever that is, that's about to... You just got a miracle card. And again, this put you on the path of fame and miracles, right? Let's be real. It started your Ace of Pentacles journey. That's about to ground. This could have taken years to ground. When this grounds, it's going to feel like you're touched from the heavens. But there could be, just side note, because there is something main focus with you, business, head of the pack, and a male energy. Just be careful. You could have someone coming in offering you the world, or they've offered all of this to you in your... Just be careful, because that's with the moon. You might need to do a little bit more research. Just side note. Sun. So everything, happiest card in the deck. It's my yes card. So this harmony, solutions, everything's about to be illuminated here. You've got the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Twin Flame Union, and the Empress driving this energy for you that you cannot see. Stop worrying. This is powerful. Everything that's caused that internal hurricane, kettle energy, got Sun here. But one of your biggest things, confidence. You need confidence in what's coming next to speak your needs and wants. She is this because what comes into her effortless. She's sitting there getting fanned, and her whole life, all her little ducks just come and park up in front of her. She attracts everything because of her stillness and her confidence. It's the strength of her mind, that Queen of Wands within, connection to higher self, magic potential. She knows what she's going to achieve. She believes. That's why it comes in. Magician's mind. Through confidence. Trusting in her infinite potential. Trusting cosmic goddess. Okay. Oh my God, and the Queen of Star at the cosmic child and the Queen of Wands. I feel the Queen of Wands, when you're in strength, that's probably one of your strongest qualities in your Empress. And she knows her boundaries. And Four of Wands at the bottom here. Another twinny card. Okay. Let's break it down. Let's see this person connected to you. I'm going to lead it more channeled message from them, right? That's what I'm being called to do. I know this was meant to be a we've already done that. This is a little bit of a mixed bag structured reading. You could be like a little mixed bag of lollies, this collective. All right, that's what we're going to do. So it's going to be more of a channeled message. So what they're in deep reflection of right now, their emotion, feelings towards you. Let's see how this goes. Because there's something that's meant to be unexpected. So I don't think they're going to show me too much about... Anyway, let me cleanse and I'll be back. Let me cleanse. Okay. Intention. Reinventing wanted to flip out. That's a good card. Okay, good. So they're trusting. Pisces could be important because I brought that up for you. This card's actually really good card. It's about kind of that distorted vision on what relationships should have been like. Really put certain things in a box. But there's something about your connection that is making them reevaluate everything that they thought was healthy or toxic, whatever the case. I had an idealistic view on what relationships should look like, but you have challenged that perspective and made me question my whole value system. And that's a big focus for you, the hierophants, the values, the rights, the wrongs. So again, you may not see what's going on right now. Doesn't mean it's not happening. I didn't understand what you were trying to teach me then, but I do now. This collective, you would not be on the path of that Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, all of that beautiful energy coming towards you if it wasn't for the breakdown of this, the Ten of Swords of this. You need to trust. It finally dawned on me on why I feel so drawn to you and our connection and why it's so intense, but also scary. Again, especially because they had an idealistic view on what things should feel like, right? Or be. I'm starting to understand my fears and my overwhelming emotion to you. So they're not pushing it away anymore. Watching, that wouldn't surprise me. With how overwhelmed you are, your confidence is being tested. The doom and gloom, it's probably this person. Again, on a path of Six of Wands, you're probably picking up their lack of confidence. Even if I'm gone, hold on. I actually want to quickly confirm what's around your heart space. This person, stop. Sorry. Watch the whole thing because it makes sense, because you're ascending too. You've got big obstacles to do with your self-sacrificing and your boundaries. They're transcending obstacles, which means they're having to learn boundaries and they're self-sacrificing. And you may not think, this collective, right now you're thinking the worst, but go back to your initial dynamic. You would have seen this person was a giver. You would have seen they matched your self-sacrificing. There would have been reciprocity. It's just since your ending, your Ten of Swords ending, rock bottom ending, watch from part 1, you have not seen that side of them because it was scary. They were trying to push you away. They didn't know how to deal with the hurt, so they shut down, where you got anxious. Don't overgeneralize people. People do not think like us, especially through trauma. Just because you wanted to fix an Eight of Wands and everything, they dealt with it differently. Focus on your own obstacles right now. Preparing for new union, new phase. There's just both of you upset. It's not dealing, hurt, boundaries, this, that. You both have been really hurt in this dynamic. But unconditional love, giving, receiving affection, they're just wearing their little mask, hiding their true feelings. This needs to be ascended from, right? We spoke about it in part 1. Gaslighting, and there's clearly something hidden here. The moon. So maybe this person did gaslight you. Unconditional love, giving, receiving affection, falling in love again. Salem just rang a bell. Oh, so this ascending, of course you would feel like this. It was never one-sided. If you go to your initial time, the reciprocity, that's why you aligned so much, because you felt valued, right? But since this separation, since the obstacles, because they had their own trauma to deal with as you had yours, they presented one-sided. You probably thought this person was self-absorbed. I don't think you would have thought they were a narcissist, but they just dealt with it differently. But this is what you guys are getting through, but you just don't see it, and that's okay. Not today. They like you. Romance is blooming, but they're not showing you. They're hiding it. And just that last part before I started this, I said something's meant to come unexpected when you let go of control. I doubt they're going to give me timing for this reading. And look at that. They like you, but you're not meant to know when it's coming, right? Your very first row is twin flame, let go, trust. Wanting to fun flirt, wanting to date again. Oh, this, you're about to find something out, who cares when, right? Dragonfly, but adapt, change, heal through it. Your outlook right now is too temperamental. This is the light-hearted one, right? It's not the protect yourself. It's not the, stand in your power. You're going to go through and up. This is be light-hearted. Okay. Their mask. But endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation. So they're growing through their mask. One more. Oh. Okay. That would make sense. There could be competition. You do have a female in your energy as well. Watch the whole thing. Look over your shoulder. The other woman. My timer. So I wanted one more for the snake. You got the Grim Reaper here. So there was someone, unfortunately, that affected this in the ending. But also I'm hearing Grim Reaper with this snake because you got the clock over it. So this has put this whole situation, and I think that's what's been not illuminated for you through that Ten of Swords, right? It's needed time. It's taken time. I always say karmics give different lessons to divines. This was something clearly that impacted this, but it's good that you've got the Grim Reaper over that snake. Okay, it's good. And that's why I got this deck. So they are watching. Sunglasses, obsessively watching, focusing out on you. All right, let's confirm these. Intuition. Regret for juggling. It could be choosing responsibilities, but with that snake there, and again, the obsessive thinking. I think I made a mistake. I should never have let you go. I should have stayed and fought for our connection, but I was weak and fearful, and now I'm here mourning the loss of you. I was having a hard time processing what happened between us and juggling my personal responsibilities. I needed time and space, but this is what they're regretting, how much time, the clock, and space they took. Okay, so if the connected energy is a Pisces energy, let's get one more for that. I don't think this person's ready to... Maybe. You've got to expect the unexpected. One more. I was about to say, I don't know if they're about to chase, but you could have your veils shifted. It's just this collective, you don't seem to have... Whoa! They might start putting in a lot of effort here. You got past life connection. When I'm with you, I feel as if time just stops. It's you. It's you me against the world. You understand me. But how... focus this collective is, it doesn't feel like you've got, because I always say your veil shift, not that you become the runner, but you're really detached, you're just happy moving on. This collective, you're not completely there, so I can't see this person banging down your door just yet, but I could be wrong. Watching oh my god, maybe. So in this separation, through them watching, it's activating their divine masculine. Maybe I'm wrong. They might really start locking in. I always say that divine masculine, once he locks in, there's no stopping him. Whatever they're watching from you and making them reflect on the pain of this, it's activating their divine masculine energy. That's good. That's very good. Maybe now that they've detached from this snake energy, it could be a mother. Why did I hear mother? I normally see that as more love interest. Memory. So they're in nostalgia, magical muse you. So from June 21st, August 5th, August 6th, December 21st, September. I said December, September 21st. So either winter or summer for whatever country you're in. As I was talking about the snake energy, and now that I'm going over that row, that's the one, because you got Grim Reaper. There could have been a woman that really, because I said let that go. That's a detached one, right? Watch the whole thing. It's really lining up with this part and this deck. I was saying this person needs boundaries, and I was more feeling it could be a family member, right? But maybe it's this person that comes towards you, because that's around your heart space. Remember I said you need to speak your needs. You need to speak up for yourself and say, I don't like the way you speak to me. What are you doing? Like, watch the whole thing. That could be tied to that person. Especially if you were overly nice to this person's mum because they were their mum, but their mum's just a narcissistic mess. Like, doesn't mean you should, I get respect, I understand respect, but doesn't mean you have to devalue or disrespect yourself by putting up with shit, right? Just watch the whole thing, because that part's making more sense. Okay. I just want to get their deep emotion. All right, they're really disappointed. Whoa, so they have an extreme desire for you. That's that Queen of Wands I kept seeing in you. All right, their expectation wasn't met here. They're feeling really sad. They're frustrated. They can feel the disconnect. Now, this, I feel what they're reflecting on is how they tried to keep this really simple and be practical and see it very black and white. They weren't seeing the color, that idealistic view, right? That this is what they're reflecting on. Now, this person, the sexual attraction, lust, temptation, hunger, passion, that you're hot, beautiful, the desire for you right now. And this is why the universe wants you to work on your confidence. Like, what are you doing? Especially with this situation, wanting your forgiveness. This could be coming. I'm not getting movement deck because you're meant to be surprised. I still think it's a few weeks, this collective, because that's your cosmic trigger. In a few weeks, before we got the unexpected came out, there's something in a few weeks that Eight of Wands comes to you, right? In a few weeks that Eight of Wands comes to you with the in part one. Wanting to build the bridge here, wanting to reconcile, wanting to forgive and forget. Wondering if you're approachable, making amends, if you want to talk to them, or if... This says ready to talk. I don't really like that, well, I'm ready to talk. I think it's more questioning if they gave you a Ten of Swords, right? So they would be questioning if you even want to hear from them. Loyalty. So that Queen of Cups. They could really have a loyalty towards you right now. Or questioning your loyalty towards them. True, genuine feelings, serious loyalties lie with you. And it says allegiance. Okay. All right. Let's get these. Actually, I want to get these ones. How do they really feel about this collective? All right. Oh, perfect. And you got the magic. The right love does this. You're inspiring them to grow through watching you. Truth, your wisdom, serenity, faith, spirit, harmony, peace, your belief, your hope, your love. They miss you. They're really reflecting on this separation, which is activating their divine masculine and their divine masculine energy. This is matching with those yellow ones. Rapid movement forward, the cheetah in the animal, the divine masculine. So whatever they're in deep reflection, reminiscing, they're really starting to long for you, and it's whatever they're seeing, right? You're activating something in them from them watching you. This sounds so creepy. That's good. One more for your top row. Oh, the rejection. And what are you? Will you talk? That ready to talk just popped in my mind. I think they've got a fear that you'll reject them, but they're going over, again, especially with this separation, maybe how many times they kind of put you at an arm's distance. But this card shows her walking away, and I really think this person believes you're going to reject them. Okay, you inspire them. Intensity. This says love bombing, but I see it as intense emotion, explosion of emotion. So again, whatever they're seeing from you, it's creating that divine masculine, that intensity towards you, the desire towards you. And I was questioning the chasing. Maybe they do come in a bit like this. Missing you. missing you. Stop. The reflection of the separation, journaling, wanting to express themselves. But the reflection of everything. Maybe they've written quite a few times to you, but just haven't. Oh, so through separation, they see you as home or miss their home with you, right? They're safety with you, but this says window to their soul, and they're starting to realize this with that intuition. You could have beautiful eyes like that, or they could. But home. I feel this collective, you could have lived with this person. Because you got 10 of Swords, so it crumbled a lot. Action. Oh, they're still hot and cold. But twin flame, those two, whoa. You got the twin flame with this. Maybe they're questioning this whole journey, especially with the intensity and that intuition card. Hold on, I want one more for hot and cold. They really believed in this journey. The fear of rejection wouldn't bother them because they would trust what's meant to be will always be. I think they're in and out of believing if they're really your person. Let's get one more for that. Hot and cold, twin, the way they ghosted you. So this is what makes them question. I do think they believe this journey, but they're so scared that they're going to get rejection or ghosted. You might not even respond, which, again, I just said it. It's like they believe, but not enough to just surrender to the outcome of it. There's still a lot of fear. Their trauma's coming up, but you guys are transcending the obstacles, right? I really think this person thinks you're going to ghost them because they've probably done it to you however many times. You activate, maybe you have rejected them of recent. They're going through, you can see they're going through an activation. I'm going to get just a couple of Divine Truth cards. There's some form of activation here. And I think, talking to myself, I was going back to, I just said, going back to the first part, it wouldn't surprise me if this collective did, because you have such a focus on things should have been in alignment by now, right? So maybe you've already rejected or ghosted this person, and that's why they're so scared of coming through. Like if you actually, and I've got so many collectives here that of recent over the past couple months, you gave your person a wake-up call. Maybe the right collective, it'll all fit. All right. I just want a few of these. I just want to see if they're really activated. Let's just get far. Oh my God, that first card, nourishment. So there is something you're inspiring them. You feed my mind and nourish my soul. Your energy helps me keep going. Let's just get 5. Breaking free from the illusions, trusting their intuition. Okay, still get butterflies, the cadence of your soul, that you are one, home, you're home to them. You're my muse, you inspire me to create and ignite my soul. Wow. Maybe this is part of, if you did reject them, maybe you said something about you didn't feel like a priority. I felt this collective, you've struggled with boundaries. Maybe if you put up a boundary, you feel guilty for it, which you shouldn't. You are no longer an option. I am making you a priority. My actions will match my words. And this was the loyalty card. Their allegiance is with you, right? Twin flame. They got it in 2 decks. Okay, I think they're worried about your anger. Again, timer, you got angry and I said maybe they think you're going to be angry, or they could be a bit frustrated because they're not today card. But then you got Knight and Shining Armor as well. I want to show you what real love is. Protect your heart, show you everlasting love. And then I wanted one more for priority, and it didn't fly out, but the U flipped in my hand, which is really confirming they need to make you they know they need to make you a priority. 2 more. With the apology. Oh, I wanted one more and we got 4. 1st of the 4th, 4th of the 1st, or 14 could be important. So I'd never take you for granted again. I've learned my lesson and I'm so transformation. Good. I am making a conscious choice to transform into my higher self, the divine masculine, getting butterflies, nervousness, thinking of it, all the good times. So this is what they're reflecting on, the regret, you feeling like home. I'm going to get one more. Missing you. Oh, missing piece. You are my missing puzzle piece. We are meant to be with one another. All right. Let's just get you a couple message cards, and then we're going to get tarot for what comes next in this dynamic. Message cards from them. All right, I'm working on myself so we can come into union. Good. I need you to trust me right now. And that's what I kept saying for this collective too. You are the only one to set boundaries with me. That's why the universe really wants you to work on your boundaries. And if you have set up boundaries, don't feel guilty. At first it upset me, the anger, but now I know you did it for my own good. Good. Boundaries is like one of the biggest things with this collective. I believe we'll be together one day, and that helps me stay positive, but the hot and cold with it, believing in the journey, but then not. There's something that's accelerate that movement, right? Do you believe in us the way I do? A question. We are meant to be, Twinny card. We are meant to be a power couple and show others that love can truly conquer all. Nice. It's not the journey, the twin flame journey. It's the belief that will you be waiting? It's odd because it's like if they genuinely believed, they would know just focusing on themselves and bettering themselves, you're not going to go anywhere, right? Like you will always come into alignment when it's destined to. But that's where I feel it's... but this collective, you would have struggled with that too. You're struggling with it now. I feel your energy all around me, and you can feel theirs around you. And cannot help but hope that you are feeling my energy around you too. Maybe they purposely watch you so they know you can feel them. They might purposely do it. I've never heard that. They might oh God. So this is where you set boundaries. I have toxic attachments to drugs and alcohol. Maybe you called them on this. I use them to suppress the pain of not having you in my life. And I said everyone deals with things differently. If they have substance issues, that numbs out our emotion. We don't see things clearly. So they still struggle a bit with that then. That's not good. Not if you've taken a path of sobriety or... It's not good. Again, the toxic thing came out, right? And I saw that snake straight away, remember? And I thought, oh, is that their mother? Which I don't normally see. It could be an actual weird love situationship. But this, I believe, will be together one day. Because that's what's being asked. And that even came up in your universal part, right? I'm attached to a karmic energy. They are toxic and psychotic. I stay away for your protection. I actually believe that for this reading. Oh, God. My friends say you're too good for me. I feel it's so funny. What reading was it? And I said, oh, I don't know about that. I think, if anything, that their friends slander. And I had so many of you guys. I hope I didn't offend anyone. You guys, well, actually, their friends did say that I'm too good for that. I hope I didn't offend anyone last time I said that. I am being divinely guided towards you. We are made for one another. And I now believe in it. Kind of. Semi there. All right. Let's get your tarot. So the next... I'm not rolling a dice because it's expect the unexpected. So it's just going to shoot you in the foot. You got to let go of control. But their next action, how you should approach it, and then the outcome. Wow, the only card that's up. So they do want to transform from this ending. They want a new beginning. They want growth. They could be coming in with unexpected change. They may shock you. The little spy. Very intelligent, but maybe they open up about how they've been watching you and seeing you grow. It's one of their main focuses in every deck, how much you inspire them. They may talk about it. But again, emotionally intelligent. Oh, solid offer. So they're going to give you a solid offer. But they know it's going to take persistence. They're going to show you some form of loyalty, and that's why they're focusing on loyalty right now. But they're ready to put in the dedicated effort and the persistence here. Talk about why things were stagnant. At least they're prepared to, like, they're not going to chuck a tantrum if you're not, like, they know they've got an expectation this is going to take time, right? To heal. Oh my God, Six of Swords, wanting to move on from the shit, wanting to restore the harmony, tranquility, peace, sail off into the sunset, communication, travel. A tough conversation. This says tough conversation. Moving on from the past, but progression. They know it's going to be tough. One more. But they want to drop the burdens. They want to make you feel like a priority. They want to... It's going to be a heavy conversation. Like, they know to drop the burdens. They need to reevaluate everything that's been done and make you see that they've reevaluated everything that's been done. But let's see how you guys should approach it. Okay, wait till you see the dedicated effort. So you've got Sun here, which is beautiful. It's believe in the potential. That's the happiest card. But see the effort, right? That's what's going to make you trust this person and trust in this dynamic. Without that, you're not getting nowhere. Don't be pushing things to be illuminated. If they know a tough conversation, want to drop the wands to transform this. Some things need to be spoken about. They'll do it, right? The biggest thing I'm seeing is you want to see them dedicating here. They know they need to. Let them put in the effort. But remember the dragonfly. Like, perfect queen to come out. So she's caring. Because I remember the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, be tactful, be kind, be your beautiful self, but boundaries. She is her and the Queen of Swords, the realist, but she's so compassionate and caring, but she knows her boundaries, right? So it's not being it's being your beautiful self, but not letting your walls down too quickly. You don't need to be angry. You don't need to be like, wah, 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 wah. Let them, because they got a real fear that you're going to reject them. Let them know that you're open, but don't be rushing to see them and this and that. Wait till you see the consistency. Wait till you start trusting in it again. Perfect queen to come out. Because this whole bloody reading, the main focus has been boundaries. Don't get confused. Don't question your worth. See things clearly if you're feeling confused. And Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, so just trust your body's emotion. If you're not like focused, or you're too focused on them, or again, all of this stuff starts coming up, it's your body's telling you it's not time anyway. You're activating too much, right? Patience. See the dedication. That's your advice. See the dedication and be kind, not reactive, but protect yourself, right? That's what it is. So this is just slow. This is going to start building the foundation again, right? Outcome. This could take you guys a few weeks, even a few months. Like, your outcome to this, I think it's more, again, just building... Holy moly. Oh my God. I was about to say more just building the foundation, the empire, right? But this could maybe... Hold on, let's get a few more. This could solve the... He's a problem solver too. This could... Well, it's definitely going to start solving the issues. but putting structure, soothing all the chaos, finding the stability in one another again, active listening, collaborations, dedicated effort towards one another. This is really going to start. A King of Pentacles, you've got the power couple, the ride or die couple, the trusting, loyal, abundant couple. But the determination to succeed, you're going to see it in one another. That reciprocity we were talking about, it is going to come back into your dynamic. This is going to flourish. It takes time to build an empire. Remember that. Oop. Self-reflection, sacrifices, and they know they need to give up some things here as well. But finally, the aha moment, the epiphany, letting go of the old, coming off that tightrope. A different perspective is finally going to come in through all the delays and silence, the suspension, finally surrendering to one another, right? But keep it, not on pause, but slow. A lot of reflection needs to be. This is a really good outcome. Slow and steady, right? At least you can start building again, solving the issues. Don't force truths. Don't force anything. Don't force each other. Just ride the wave. Get to know each other again. I'm actually going to get them. Heart-to-heart conversation, a few of them. Trust. Trust. You guys could end up going on a little trip with one another eventually. Honeymoon and retreat. You would maybe, don't do it straight away. What's with that? Oh my God. Through this separation, honeymoon, wedding, don't rush. There's something cute, maybe a little bit of love bombing. Don't be enticed by that. Excessive validation. Stay optimistic, maybe because it's going to be a little bit so this could really lead to life partner energy here, but I do think you guys just need to, I don't know about going on a trip. That's reminding me of eloping. That's very soon about to express love. I was seeing to get to, okay, I'm not getting timing here, but we know it for this collective, few weeks max, getting to know each other again. That's what I'm seeing. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Let's get you guys some chummies. Oh my God, this says B-O, but I heard boo, like Return of the Ghost. It could be like a surprise. Communication bell. This hasn't come out in a while. You could have just bought a new collar for your pet. Protection. Luck. I see this as my little black Salem. You could love cats, but I also see it as ancient Egypt. You could have just got a new cat. Why did I hear you could be allergic to cats? Or this person. White candle wax. Okay, so we've got B. Labradorite is a Saturn stone. So number 8. I just heard Saturn's gift. 20th of the 10th. Oh my God, you got 10-10 completion. 6th of the 7th, 7th of the 6th, 20th of the 7th, 20th of the 3rd, 10th of the 6th, 6th of the 10th, 13th of the 9th, 13th of the 5th, 17th of the 9th, 69, 20 number, angel number 6 of the 9th, 9th of the 6th, 12th of the 6th, 6th of the 12th. All right, my loves, I love you guys. It's Boxing Day here in Australia, so for other countries, it's Christmas. So, yeah, just like I mentioned in yesterday's collective, I hope everyone's safe, feeling loved. People that do or don't celebrate. And again, if you're feeling alone, I'm sending you energetic company. And just remember, you're never alone. Okay. Ever. Universe, our creator, is always around, and especially on days like this. And I always say, just remember those angel wings are wrapped around you always. It's that unicorn energy. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not real. All right. Oh, I'm about to get emotional. Lots of love.